Lastly, I just need to show you about exporting. And the way to do this is you can go to, you want to make sure nothing is clicked inside your compiled video window down here. And you'll see this work area. This is what will be rendered. And so you want to make sure it's snapped just to the last part of your video. If you have something over on the edge, if you have something over on the edge over here, this will get rendered with it if you're not careful. So you want to make sure that you just have your stuff inside here and that your work area is set to the very end. And so once you have that at its right spot, you go to File, Export, and Media. And it'll bring you to this temporary window where you're gonna have to make a couple settings change. The first step is you want to make sure your format is set to H.264. H.264 is a compression codec that is like a wrapper for your video that allows it to be streamed really easily. So Vimeo uses it, YouTube uses it. That's what they prefer. You'll see other people asking for MOVs, but H.264 will export as an MP4 file. And you'll look down here and you'll see your output and your source. Your source is what you are working within inside Premiere, and you want your output to be the same most of the time. So you'll see compiled video, 1280 by 720, 1280 by 720, 23.976 frames per second. Same thing here, progressive, and then the audio settings and the timing. You'll see down here it says source range. If you wanted your entire sequence, like if you had a lot of stuff there, you could set in and out points, you could set custom points, but generally it's going to be work area. Where you see this blue text right here for output name, that's where it is saved. So I'm going to click on that and choose my recent places, go back to my folder, and I would make a new folder for exported videos. So that way I'm just keeping myself really organized, and I'll call this cliff jump V1. And there's only a couple things I want to check inside here. Render at maximum depth, and I'm just scrolling down inside the video. And you want to make sure use maximum render quality is checked as well. Everything else inside here can stay exactly the same. And you'll see the estimated file size. Now you'll hit export, and that will then render the film. And if you wanted to continue working in Premiere while it's rendering, you would hit Q, and that would send you to another program called Adobe Media Encoder, which just allows things to render outside of either After Effects or Premiere. But for our purposes, we can just do export, and it'll take a second. And when it's done, that'll close out. You go back to your folder, and you can watch it.